We felt good with Corbin Burnes coming into today against a I don't want to call him a backpedaling Walker Buehler, but a rehabbing Walker Buehler. He hasn't been the same since the Tommy John surgery. He's still trying to kind of get back on track with that. But it was another tough one. Let's go through the official line. Corbin Burnes, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run. We'll get into that. No walks, 4 strikeouts. I mean, let's be honest. It should have been 5, right? Yeah, 5 runs, 5 earned runs. So
yes, yeah.
Maybe not all 5 earned runs, but it should have been closer to 2 to 3, probably 4. Ramon Arias, that one that they're rolling, error was just a hard hit ball.
Yeah.
It was just a hard hit ball. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to sit here and go, ooh, Ramon screwed that one. That's the reason we lost the game. He's also the reason we were in it, with that, once again, just simply hitting. Listen, and Ben McDonald and Jim Palmer talked about this all day. It wasn't necessarily that Corbin Burnes didn't have his stuff. It wasn't that the pitches weren't doing what he was wanting. It was the pitch selection. You throw too many curveballs to what's his name? Why am I blanking? Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
The guy won the home run derby. If he started off this year, I think he hit like 5 home runs in the first 5 games. He's got pop. This is one of the guys that in this lineup, there's a reason he's batting 3, right? Yeah, or he batted 4th tonight. He batted 3rd last night.
Yeah,
Luxon was back in the lineup.
Right.
There's a reason he's batting 4 for the LA Dodgers. I mean, this guy's got pop. You hang a breaking ball, you throw, I think it was 4 straight breaking balls or something. One of them's going to get hung, and Teoscar didn't miss it. It suddenly became 6-4, and that was it.
Yeah,
or
you could
5-3 at the time.
At that point, it was 5-3, but you could see him beginning to figure it out as he kept throwing the pitches, and he was starting. There was that one play where he almost hit Ohtani, the foul ball going down the line, but he was starting to get a hold of him a little bit, and you're like, probably shouldn't throw that pitch again. But yeah, it's tough. I mean, Corbin right now is definitely in a funk. I know August is historically his worst month. I think there's only been one. I'm trying to find the stat, and I was trying to as you were talking about Corbin in his August, but it is ugly for Corbin Burnes in August. There's only one month where he has below a 3 ERA over the course of his career in August. But he's not hitting his spots. He's leaving too many meatballs or just easy pitches to hit. And yeah, it's just, I mean, look, we see this was before the game today. Oh, here, Jake Rowe right here. Times Corbin Burnes gave up 5 runs for the Orioles over his first 22 starts from March to July. 0. Times Corbin Burnes has given up 5+ runs over his 5 starts in August. 4. And you look at this, if you are just a box score watcher, you look at the stat line and you're like, oh, only 1 earned run. Really? Was it really Corbin? Was it real? I mean, yes. I mean, we can say Corbin is the ace. Corbin's not playing like an ace. If Corbin plays like this, the Orioles are in trouble. Because while Albert Suarez has stepped up to the plate, while Cole Irvin has had a couple of really quality starts, while Dean Kramer has had, 3 straight quality starts now, these guys are stepping up, but you have to have your ace be your ace. And it's just, here we go. Pigtown Sports. Shout out to Pigtown Sports. This was before the game today, so this was put out before the Dodgers game. But in 2018, in August, he had a 4.70 ERA. 20 and 21 were better, 2.79 and 1.64. 2022 was a 4.81. 2023 was a 3.98. 2024 was an 8.71, which obviously will go down after he only allowed 1 earned run in this game. But that's tough.
Kevin, I have good news. Corbin Burnes' career ERA in September is a 2.58. So he gets it back on track historically.
There we go.
And honestly, I kind of wish this was after after our inability to hold another lead. Man, Kevin, I'm not going to lie. When they went up 3-1, I was like, this is it. This is it. This
Doing it
is
without
it.
homers,
Around.
and you're like, let's go. Runners in scoring position. Like, this is the game. And then, yeah, just all. By the way, I did figure out super chats were not turned on. So I did that. So I guess if you refresh the page, maybe.
I'm looking for Corbin.
This should do it.
Oh, no. Okay, he's only pitched twice in October, and it did not go well.
I mean, again, who are you handing the ball to? Game 1?
Corbin Burnes.
It's Corbin Burnes.
Yeah, I think it's Corbin Burnes, but like it would be if he continues pitching like this and Zach Eflin comes back in 2-3 days and pitches the way he was. I'm not gonna lie, it would be tough to not hand that ball to Zach Eflin. But I think Corbin Burnes gets the first game no matter what, and then it's Zach Eflin. I'm going to agree with Biohack here. If Corbin is still having this exact same type of stretch in September and it goes to 10 straight games, 10 straight games, then I think you have to have a conversation of, okay, do we hand it off to a Zach Eflin? But if Corbin even just shows signs of returning just a semi-Corbin Burnes, you hand him the ball.
Yeah. I mean, he is your ace. He hasn't been playing like an ace. He hasn't been playing like it. But he's your guy, and unless he continues doing what he's doing in September and just continues his struggles, then we can have a different conversation, especially like you mentioned, if Eflin comes back and has been doing what he's doing. Although I will say, if Corbin does not get handed the ball in game 1, that does not necessarily help his re-sign with the Orioles. I think that's his "you're done."
I would throw that out the window.
That's his "you're done here" moment, is if he does not get the ball in game 1, which I see people are turning on him. I see it on social media. I see it everywhere. I'm not giving up on Corbin Burnes, but we can sit here right now. We can say Corbin Burnes has not been good this month. I'm not going to sit here and tell you otherwise. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm not a little worried about Corbin, because I am. Right? I think we can all be objective here and say that Corbin historically is an incredible pitcher. But Corbin Burnes right now is not an incredible pitcher. He's not playing like it. So hopefully he can get back on track. But I think for him too, it's just this stuff gets in your head sometimes too. And I remember, Zach, we were praising Corbin early in the season for when stuff was going wrong and it felt like stuff was about to just absolutely explode in his face. He calmed it all down and he was able to get out of jams, get out of tough innings. And that was one of the things where like, hey, this is what makes Corbin Burnes an ace. And it just feels like that's not happening for him in all